picture when we go. Good morning to Colonel Birch. Good morning to Minister Tanae Furbert. Good morning to Bermuda Housing Corporation Chair, MP Chris Famous, board members of the Bermuda Housing Corporation, members of the media, and to the people of Bermuda. It is truly a pleasure to be here today at Battery Road in St. David's to celebrate another step in the government's efforts to increase the stock of affordable housing in Bermuda. Out on the doorstep and in our community, you have told us that Bermudians need more affordable housing. You told us the struggles face trying to find places to live and the instability and unhappiness that it may create inside of your families. And this government has listened. In our 2020 election platform, we pledged that we would increase the number of available, affordable housing throughout the island and make it easier for Bermudians to get on the property ladder. In 2022, we followed through on this promise, pledging $15 million to the Bermuda Housing Corporation to bring more affordable housing units online. Since the announcement of that investment, the people of Bermuda have seen 67 additional affordable housing units throughout the island. However, we understood there was more work to be done. More investment would be required to address our island's housing shortage and provide more affordable housing units for Bermudians. That's why in this year's budget, we announced an additional $10 million investment into the Bermuda Housing Corporation to increase the speed of delivery of affordable housing units and to expand the private sector rental program, providing even more housing options. So I'm proud to join Colonel Birch today and the Bermuda Housing Corporation as we unveil 4 more affordable housing units at Battery Road, bringing the total number of units brought online to 71. While this is a significant milestone, we know that for the many Bermudians still looking for an affordable place to stay, this news probably doesn't mean much today in the midst of your own personal struggle. To you, I say, more units are on the way, here at Battery Road and also at many other projects which are taking place throughout the island. We have heard you, and we will not be deterred from providing our people with the homes they need, despite the noise and criticism from the opposition of our choice to invest in Bermudians and their future through affordable housing. The PLP government's record on affordable housing is unparalleled, and as I said, we are just getting started. We are committed to our mission to ensure that all persons have adequate, quality, and affordable housing. So I thank Colonel Birch and his team at the Ministry of Public Works for spearheading this initiative and ensuring that the government delivers on this promise to the people of Bermuda. I also thank all of the people at the Bermuda Housing Corporation for their dedication and commitment. Now, I'm pleased to turn over to the Minister responsible for housing, the Honorable Lieutenant Colonel David Birch. Colonel?
Thank you. Thank you, Premier. Good morning, all. I must note that the other MP for the district, MP Levita Fogo, is abroad and so is not joining us today. Today, we announced the further expansion of affordable housing in Bermuda. I'm proud to unveil the completion of Phase 1 of the Battery Road Development Project under the auspices of the Bermuda Housing Corporation, the BHC. This project began in March 2018 with a vision crafted by the dedicated team members of the Project Management Department of BHC. Their foresight and planning led to the design of 17 dwelling units and a new bypass for the St. David's Nursery next door, embodying a holistic approach to community development. Despite facing challenges such as termite infestation, rot damage, and the unforeseen hurdles presented by the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent supply chain issues, our resolve has never faltered. Today's completion of Phase 1, which comprises 4 units, 3 studios and 1 two-bedroom unit, and an 82,000-gallon water tank, which we're standing on, at a cost of approximately $896,000, of which approximately $200,000 relates to the cost of the shared infrastructure of the entire project, i.e. phases 1 and 2. This phase adds valuable units to our housing stock and marks the successful conclusion of projects under the Economic Stimulus Program. This was the first injection of additional funding of $1.6 million for housing back in 2000. Several other tranches have followed, and those works are ongoing. Work continues under the residential building program, which includes a phase 2 for this site that will result in a total of 13 additional units consisting of 4 two-bedroom, 6 studios, and 3 one-bedroom units. The journey to this day has not been without its trials and tribulations. The pandemic-induced suspension of works, supply chain disruptions, and the discovery of granite rock are but a few of the obstacles we have overcome. Adding these units is another important step towards addressing the growing demand for affordable housing in Bermuda, with the BHC's waiting list currently standing at 187 applicants. The government and the Bermuda Housing Corporation remain steadfast in our pledge to tackle the housing shortage head on. You will recall hearing, and the Premier mentioned, that our ministry received an additional $10 million boost in funding for the BHC. This increase in the BHC's budget is a key element of our concerted efforts to address the housing difficulties many in Bermuda are encountering, particularly as the cost of living continues to rise. Our objective is to fast-track the creation of the affordable housing stock, leveraging ongoing initiatives to expand the private sector rental program. To further this aim, the BHC has launched a comprehensive strategy to partner with private sector owners to renovate their units. These units will be added to our housing stock for a specific period of time to recuperate the investment before ultimately handing them back to their original owners, thereby accelerating the provision of affordable housing solutions across Bermuda without having to build new units. Presently, we are in detailed discussions with 15 property landowners to renovate their properties. Anyone else who's interested in exploring this option can contact the BHC on 295-8623. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the BHC board, ably led by MP Christopher Famous, BHC General Manager Mr. Paul Martin, BHC Project Manager Mr. Kino Furbert-Jacobs, and the entire BHC team for their tireless effort and dedication. Their hard work is the backbone of our success in developing affordable housing for the people of Bermuda. The work is ongoing to further expand the number of affordable housing units, and we will keep the public informed of progress. In closing, I wish to emphasize that we celebrate today's achievement as another step forward in our mission to ensure that every Bermudian has a place to call home, and we will not rest until that objective is achieved. Thank you. Questions, sir? Huh? No questions? Okay. Let me ask the Premier and the Minister of Social Development and Senior Citizen.
Oh, they've come.